Every scroll tells a story. On TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube, Kenya's influencers beam with flawless skin, designer outfits, and lives that look like dreams on repeat. They shape what we wear, how we dance, even what we believe success should look like. To millions, they are not just entertainers, they are the new royalty of our digital age. But what if the perfect posts are only half the story? Behind the ring lights and captions, there are cracks, debts piling faster than likes, miracle weight loss hacks that risk lives, and lawsuits that blur the line between clout and chaos. This isn't just about fame, it's about the dangerous trade of turning attention into currency and what happens when the same audience that built you decides to tear you down. Tonight, we dive deep into three names you know: Kinuthia, Azziad, and Akothee. Their rise, their scandals, and the unspoken cost of chasing influence in a country where the internet never forgives and never forgets. Kinuthia burst into the limelight like a storm. With bold fashion choices, colorful wigs, and unapologetic energy, he quickly became one of Kenya's most recognizable TikTok creators. In a society still deeply conservative, Kinuthia represented something radical: freedom of self-expression, a defiance of gender norms, a Gen Z spirit unwilling to apologize for existing loudly. Fans adored him, brands lined up. His collaborations with cosmetic lines and beauty spas cemented him not just as a comedian, but as a marketable face of youth culture. During the pandemic, when Kenyans were trapped indoors scrolling endlessly, Kinuthia's content was a lifeline of laughter and audacity. He wasn't just a creator, he was a movement. Then came Azziad Nasenya. A single TikTok video changed everything. Dancing to the hit song Utawazana, she went from an unknown student to a national sensation. Overnight, Azziad became the poster child of Kenya's influencer economy. Radio stations wanted her, TV shows cast her, brands showered her with endorsements. Within months, she was no longer the girl from TikTok. She was a full-fledged celebrity with fans across Kenya and beyond. To many young people, Azziad was proof that with charisma, looks, and a little bit of luck, you could bypass the gatekeepers of fame and build an empire from your phone. But before TikTok fame, before Instagram influencers, there was Akothee. Long before anyone used the word influencer in Kenya, Akothee had already built a career on audacity and spectacle. From music videos dripping with luxury to constant headlines about her lifestyle and outspoken personality, Akothee made sure she was impossible to ignore. She wasn't just a musician, she was a brand, loud, controversial, and unbothered. If Kinuthia represented Gen Z rebellion and Azziad embodied TikTok virality, then Akothee was the matriarch of modern Kenyan fame. She showed the next generation how to turn drama into currency and controversy into visibility. But if these three represent the peaks of influence, their cracks reveal the dangers of fame. For Kinuthia, the crack wasn't money, it was his body. In 2025, Kinuthia shocked fans when he revealed he had lost nearly 15 kilograms. The secret? Ozempic. A drug originally designed for type 2 diabetes, now rebranded in pop culture as a miracle weight loss pen. He posted before and after pictures wearing the same outfit to prove the transformation was real. His spa partnership, Azziad Beauty Spa, turned his weight loss into an endorsement deal. But then came the whispers. Was Kinuthia's Ozempic genuine, or was he promoting a counterfeit pen? After all, the Pharmacy and Poisons Board had already warned Kenyans about fake Ozempic pens circulating, some allegedly mislabeled diabetes drugs posing as the real thing. And beyond authenticity, there were bigger questions. Was it safe? Side effects listed by health authorities included hypoglycemia, intestinal obstruction, even eye complications. Suddenly, Kinuthia's glow-up wasn't just a personal win. It became a national debate about body image, shortcuts, and influencer responsibility. His followers couldn't decide. Was he an inspiration or a dangerous advertisement for a drug most Kenyans couldn't access legally? Ozempic's rise as a celebrity slimming fix hides a darker reality. The drug, though hailed for rapid weight loss, carries serious risks, from nausea, vomiting, and diarrhea to gallstones, pancreatitis, gallbladder inflammation, and biliary disease. More severe dangers include thyroid cancer, kidney or liver failure, vision loss, and even suicidal thoughts. These aren't side effects to brush aside. They are reminders that Ozempic was never meant to be a beauty tool. It's an injection taken once per week, originally approved to manage type 2 diabetes, controlled with clinical trials focused on helping patients whose condition could not be controlled with first-line drugs like metformin. But the global obsession with body image has transformed it into a lifestyle drug, creating shortages and skyrocketing costs. At 50,000 shillings per injection, it's now priced beyond the reach of many diabetic and obese patients who actually need it to survive. If Kinuthia was battling questions of health and authenticity, Azziad was drowning in rumors of debt. It started with claims from fellow TikToker Mary Masoka, who alleged Azziad borrowed 300,000 shillings and promised to repay in a few days. The repayment, she said, never came on time.
Mwende mwambie msichana wenu mwenye ako na deni ya kila mtu hii Kenya anilipe deni yangu, because I do not work so hard for you, baby girl. I do not work hard to fund your lifestyle. Unadanganya unanilipa pesa zangu in 2 days.
Soon after, another friend claimed she had loaned Azziad 400,000 shillings, also with promises of quick repayment. But the real bombshell came in leaked audio, where Azziad allegedly discussed unpaid bills totaling nearly 1.8 million shillings. In the same conversation, she reportedly asked for an additional 85,000 shillings just for a hairstylist. The story spiraled fast. Blogs claimed she was living beyond her means. Memes flooded social media. Some even mocked her as a TikTok star who dances her way into debt. And yet, in a twist, a fan, or perhaps a benefactor, allegedly stepped in to repay part of her 300,000 shillings debt, sparking even more speculation about her financial state.
Yo guys, thank you so much. Finally nimelipwa. Hanabenta amenitumia do zangu. Akasema rafiki yake amesema atalipia Azziad hiyo do yote. Tulileta public, so nimelipwa na nimetulia.
Azziad fought back. She denied funding her lifestyle with loans. She admitted to pending payments from projects that had delayed, but insisted she was handling everything privately. Still, the damage was done. To her critics, she wasn't the innocent viral star anymore. She was a cautionary tale of clout gone wrong. And as if financial scandals weren't enough, her withdrawal from social media, including a stint in a mental health facility, only fueled more gossip. Was she really struggling, or just overwhelmed by the pressure of fame?
In case una journey life says anything you hear, anything you see, please believe it. Mimi, I am busy working on things. I don't have time to start clearing shit. So anything you see, believe it. Don't come and ask me. Jibambe. As long as you're happy through me. Thank you for the gift, and yeah, bye.
Debt is rarely just about money. It seeps into health, identity, and survival. As Annie Harper's study, Juggling to Stay Afloat, Debt and Health Under Financialization, shows, indebtedness creates a cycle of stress that erodes both mental and physical well-being. For young people, especially those in unstable industries like content creation, debt often comes hand in hand with insecurity and stigma. The constant juggling of repayments, late fees, and new loans generates anxiety, sleeplessness, and in some cases, depression. Harper notes that debt doesn't only burden wallets, it reshapes daily life, dictating choices about food, housing, and even healthcare. Applied to Azziad's case, rumors of millions owed weren't just tabloid fodder. They reflected how quickly debt can spiral into a public spectacle with real consequences. Beyond memes and gossip, the toll of carrying debt in the glare of social media fame risks amplifying shame, deepening isolation, and worsening mental health struggles. For Akothee, the controversies were fittingly bigger, louder, and more theatrical. In 2024, she claimed to have lost over 500,000 shillings from her bank account through unauthorized ATM withdrawals. Furious, she threatened to storm the bank until she got answers. Fans debated whether it was theft, mismanagement, or simply another Akothee performance. But the bigger storm came when she threatened a 300 million shillings lawsuit against bloggers. Her accusation? That Kenyan blogs were using her name, photos, and content maliciously, distorting her brand, chasing clicks at her expense. In many ways, it was the perfect Akothee controversy, dramatic, expensive, and impossible to ignore. Whether she was truly planning to sue or just using the threat as leverage, the headlines once again revolved around her. Clout in the digital era is a form of capital, often as valuable as money itself. Research on celebrity culture and media economies shows that public figures frequently convert controversy into visibility, which then translates into brand deals, streams, and influence. Scholars like Alice Marwick argue that attention is currency, and in contexts like Kenya's vibrant social media space, headlines, positive or negative, are a resource to be managed. For Akothee, threatening a 300 million shillings lawsuit against bloggers can be read not just as legal posturing, but as a tactic of clout performance, reframing victimhood into dominance and ensuring her name remains trending. Studies on celebrity capital suggest that even scandals enhance marketability when controlled strategically. In this way, Akothee exemplifies how entertainers harness spectacle, whether through loss, outrage, or litigation, to sustain cultural relevance. The media may distort, but clout transforms distortion into renewed bargaining power. But as with Kinuthia and Azziad, the public began asking uncomfortable questions. Was Akothee truly in control of her brand, or was the chaos the brand itself? Here's the truth. None of these influencers fell in the traditional sense. They didn't vanish, they didn't quit. They are still here, still posting, still influencing. But what they lost was something more important. Kinuthia went from symbol of Gen Z freedom to a poster child for shortcut weight loss and health risks. His authenticity was questioned. Was this empowerment or marketing? Azziad went from viral sweetheart to a walking headline about debts, bailouts, and overexposure. Instead of joy, her name evoked memes and ridicule. And Akothee? She became less the queen of luxury and more the queen of lawsuits and bank rants. For someone who wants to find aspirational living, she now embodied the chaos of influencer life spiraling out of control. The internet never forgets. Memes, Twitter threads, TikTok stitches, every slip documented, every scandal archived. Fame in Kenya is fragile. So what do these stories really mean? The rise and fall of Kenyan influencers isn't about 3 individuals. It's about the culture we've created. A culture where clout is currency, where perfection sells, but authenticity is the only thing that lasts. We celebrate quick fame, but punish missteps mercilessly. We crown queens and kings of social media only to drag them down the moment they falter. Kinuthia, Azziad, Akothee, their stories are different, but the lesson is the same. In the court of public opinion, hype might make you, but hype will also break you. And as new influencers rise on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube, one question remains. Who will be the next to face the tribunal of Kenyan social media? Because in this country, the rise is fast, the fall is faster, and the internet never sleeps.